What's going on, guys? We're back working on the Jon Boat. We're here at Menards, and we'll show you guys what we have so far. All right. So for our live well, what we went with is a tough tote. All right. So we went with a tough tote. Reason why is they're on sale, $7.99 for that tote. So then all the pumps and everything, we'll show you here, guys, in a little bit about ordering those places where you can order them, things like that. So tough tote on sale, $7.99. And then as far as the outside of the boat, we got to make it look a little pretty. Got to get the decals on there, you know. So we came over here, and the exterior latex flat barn house and fence paint is what we're gonna go with. $11.99 for the gallon. I don't know if the gallon's gonna be enough. If not, we'll come back and get another one. But for $11.99, we're gonna try it. All right. The cheapest other one, we went with flat because it's $11.99. The gloss was $17.99. So we're gonna put decals and things on top of it. Either way, so in my mind, doesn't really matter. So there we go. We're gonna roll that on. We'll get a roller, roll that on as thick as possible. Let it dry. Maybe put another coat on top of that, and we will see how that works for the year. And then carpet-wise, for the interior, we're going to be going with that. I actually just saw this at Menards. It is, last time I did Jon Boat, the graded carpet definitely wasn't this good, so I kind of like it. It reminds me of my bass boat. Bass boat's got a little bit longer strands, but turning out pretty good. We'll see how much that is. But right now, $7.99 for the tote, $11.99 for the paint, and we'll see how much the carpet is. I'll probably get 16 to 20 feet. I don't know yet, because we're going to be putting them in a couple of the compartments, and got to do the floor a little bit area and a couple more builds. So we will be getting one sheet of plywood as well, because we'll redo the compartment area, because we have to fit in now the live well and possibly a rod locker and bait store. What's going on, guys? We are back, and have made it to the garage, my house garage, and we have started to get busy. So we've started to vacuum it, gave it a thorough vacuum for the first setup, and then we are going to be taking off this back section. So we're going to be trying to I don't know the word, but we're going to be trying to set it up differently. So we have the live well up here. That will be going center back here. And then we'll have tackle storage on this side, and then possibly a rod locker over there. And then the back here, we're going to be extending that to right to probably that pole here. We'll be extending that bench all the way across, and we'll be putting the batteries back there, so we can try to get as much weight as we can to the back of the boat, because the front of the boat is heavy with all this wood. Since we decided not to go with the full build this year, since season's already up on us, we're going to work with what we have. So luckily, they did a few things that are in our advantage. So they split the pieces of wood here. So right, that line there, this is all new, a different piece than the front deck. So what I can do is just replace that very cheaply. So very, very happy about that, and we are going to get into it. So we'll check back here in a little bit. Well, it's been about 20 minutes, 25. Took a little lunch break with the Dada, but we came out and got the middle board off. We were going to take both these two side panels off, but while I was up there messing with it a little bit, I figured out that I don't need to. I can utilize those. Those are still in good shape. We're going to be carpeting over them anyway, so we're not necessarily worried about them being beautiful. And that saves us more money in the long run. So what we have to do next is get the Sawzall out, and then cut both of those two 2x4s out. And then we'll have that full space to then design what exactly we want. So while I was up there again, I started messing around in my head of what the layout I would like. And what I'm thinking is get two totes for tackle storage right here. As little bit of tackle storage as I can there. or as much tackle storage as I can there. Once I cut these out, once I cut the 2x4s out here, those two, I'll be able to put the live well back there in and see what I need to cut of that, and then box that in, and then figure out how much room I actually have on each side of the live well to then for tackle storage, things like that. So we'll get to that phase, and we'll check back in with you guys. Peace. Oh, and we have a big hole. We got a big hole there, and the live well is in there. Of course, it's got some stuff in there, but the live well is in there. What we have to do now is frame out the live well. It looks like we got about 2.5, 3 inches to cut off of that. I was hoping it would fit pretty good, but it is what it is. So 2.5, 3 inches of that to cut off, and then we have to frame that in. And then from there, it is really just figuring out tackle storage and tackle storage and possibly the rod locker. We'll see what we can do with the rod locker this time with what we have to work with. I'm really not holding my breath on it, but I am really truly trying to get some type of rod storage on the boat, so I don't always have to throw them in the truck or leave them up on the deck getting all scratched up. So I'm really trying to get some rod storage somewhere on here. I got the space, but since I did not build this, I can't necessarily say that it is going to work. So we'll see. We will see. That's all I got. We will see. So we'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. I'm going to get to messing with framing, messing with storage, and really configuring what it is that I want. But we got a really good start right now. I'm very happy. I think by tomorrow evening, we'll have this bad boy carpeted and maybe even painted. We'll see. We'll talk to you guys in a bit. What's going on, guys? We are working on the live well right now. So what we did is we put the live well, or the tote, whichever you guys want to call it, put it down, got it where we wanted it, and then Sharpied right behind it against that piece of wood all the way around the tote, keep turning the tote and outlining it. And then what you get is an outline all the way around the tote of how tall it needs to be, how tall it's going to be, and then you get to come out and cut your tote. So I didn't have a probably the right type of saw. I had a Sawzall, and that's what we're using today. So it'll work. We will sand the sides, make sure all the burrs are off of it so none of the fish get hurt. But we were getting it done. I've started already. I got this one side left to cut there, and let's see if I can prop you guys up and get this last side cut. There you go. So what we end up with is two pieces. All right, so top tote, that's throwaway. I'm sad about it, but it is throwaway. Then the bottom of the tote, which is the live well. We can put some giants in there. Oh yeah, we can definitely get some 9 and 10 pounders sitting up in there. But that is the process, guys, of part of making your live well. When we get it framed in and everything like that, we'll show you the rest of it as far as getting it secure and stuff like that. But we'll check back in with you guys. Checking in with you guys, and this is how far we've got. So we've got the live well framed in, and what I've decided to do is go get another one of these totes and put it right here for tackle storage. So we're going to have our tackle boxes and all our hard tackle in our boxes there, and then on this side here we're going to get 3 totes just like this. Can't use this one, it's the cat litter box, so can't use it. Not the box, but the fresh, you guys know what I'm talking about. It holds the fresh cat litter. But I'm gonna put 3 of those right here. 1, 2, and then 3. Hopefully 3 fit with the 2x4s between them. So my plan is to put 3 of those in there for soft baits, for either soft baits and day box. Mixing it up there. Soft baits and day box. I'm going to put 3 of those there. And then on the other side, we still have to figure out rod storage over there. So I haven't got out that far. But as far as storage goes, I need one big tote and 3 of these small totes. And then get those in. And then I need 1 piece of plywood. That's it. And then whatever the scraps from the piece of plywood, I'll be able to figure out my rod storage area. I don't know how good it's going to be because I can't access this front deck as far as get on there and mess with it. I'm not skinny enough to crawl underneath it. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see. And then so that we'll do that. Then I'll have to get latches, locks, and gas struts for all of that. All right, so that will be all of that. Then back there, literally pieces of plywoods and a couple 2x4s, and I can finish back there where the batteries are going to be. That's not going to be a big deal. Then I got to run wires, get all that figured out, and then of course I got to get the live well plumbed, bilge pump, and all that stuff. So that is my goal for today. Then tomorrow we're going to work on the paint. So like you guys see, we're going to go with white paint. It's actually not as bad as I remembered. So scuffing it up and painting it shouldn't be that hard. I have the rubber wheel to be able to get these old decals off of it. All these old decals, so I'll be able to do all that. And then from there, tomorrow, that'll be putting a few layers of that on. I'm also going to get some undercoating, some white undercoating, so you won't be able to see the difference from where the paint stops and the undercoating starts, because I want to do the top rail area in undercoating, so when I rub on docks and things like that, we're not just rubbing paint off. So that's my thought there. And then tomorrow, we got to get the boat off of the trailer and work on trailer. So we got to do new bunks because the bunks are coming off, and some other things with the trailer. Get the trailer ready for highway use. So we're heading to Menards. Let's go. We've definitely made some progress. It's about 10:30, coming up on 11 o'clock at night, and we have definitely made some good progress. All right, so we'll walk you through what we have right now and the game plan for the rest of it that we've decided to do. So over here, we came and put 2 totes. We actually found 2 totes that are they're for like dividing CDs and things like that. So worked out great, perfectly fit in there. So what I did is I came in with some washers and then some wood screws and secured everything down. So literally they are very stout. And then over here we have the live well up here, and then back here we have our tackle storage for our bigger boxes, things like that, that we'll be holding in this boat. So basically have the weight in the center of the boat and the heaviest of it, especially the water, in towards the back, and that's what we're looking for that weight distribution. Then on the other side here, to be honest with you guys, I am still trying to figure out this rod locker situation, since I'm not able to mess with the front deck, or I'm not going to mess with the front deck right now, more like it. So have this open area here that we still are going to do something with. We're going to make it happen. We just don't know yet how, to be just honest with you guys. So definitely going to do that. Trying to debate if I want to brace, put a brace down here and on that side, just to give that front section a little bit of support. I'm torn on it. I don't really know. So we'll see. We'll check back in with you guys in a little bit more. We're going to get the plywood in here and at least get this big section covered and then make those 2 cuts there. So, all right, guys, we are back, and it is the next morning, day 2 of what I'm calling the Blitz build, since we're on the long home stretch. I say long. Don't forget, I said long. As you can see, the bags under my eyes. We stayed up till probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock working on this thing, and we got a good chunk done. So we're pretty happy. As you can see, we got all the wood for the hatches done and cut out. Got a few more fine cuts to make, just to pretty it up a little bit and make it perfect. Got the soft plastic storage here, day box and soft plastics. Got the main tackle storage box here that'll hold all my boxes and things like that. Live well back there, rod storage back there. So definitely have coming along. Next step is going to be to extend the battery area where we're going to have the battery set, and then woodworking will be complete. And then of course we got at some point we got to wrap the wood, things like that. But the wood part of it will be complete. So we got a plumb, things like that. We got to order from Amazon and hopefully get them next day or 2 days later, so I can have all that done by Thursday. Because Friday, I just want to relax, get my mind ready to go fish that tournament. So today's project. Tidy up a few more things, get that extended, and then start painting. We got to get the paint on here. Otherwise, I don't want to put the carpet on without painting on there. So that is the deal. And we got to get the boat off the trailer so I can work on the trailer. Definitely got some issues, and we got to figure those out as well. So that is the next step for today. But step one is extend that, and that's what we're working on right now. Stay tuned, and we'll get back with you with the check-in.